Hi boys and ghouls. So we're going to try to keep this short and sweet again today. I decided that since we did the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Vault that I wanted to try to go through all the palettes real quick and kind of create a little simple everyday look with all four of them. Yesterday we used the Bling Boss palette from the Jaclyn Hill Vault, and today we're going to use Ring the Alarm. I am going to go into another palette because I want to get a transition shade to set my primer. I've already done my face today. I'm feeling a little more tan than usual for some reason. I'm not sure. I have the same foundation on. It's just a different shade. I thought it would be a little bit better match and not quite so pale, but I'm not sure that I'm loving it. You guys will have to know. Let me know what you think. I've already done my brows, my contour, my blush, all that. The only thing I haven't done is my eyes and my highlight, so we're going to do those today. I should have opened these brushes. Actually, I'm going in with these brushes that I started using yesterday. I'm trying to be better about only using clean brushes. So I have like a little glass that I'm keeping all these guys in. So yeah, the other palette we're going to use, it's just for a transition shade. I'm going to use let's see, what was it called? The Melissa Michelle palette from Ulta. It was the first one she did. I'm not going to show it to you because you guys, this palette is a mess. I have used the hell out of this palette. I actually use it for my brows. So, but I'm going to dip into the shade. If you guys have the palette, you will know it. The shade Rosemary, and use that as a transition crease color today. And see how that works. Just because the one in the Jaclyn Hill palette is possibly brighter than I want it to be. So I want to go in with something that I know is going to blend out nicely. Just to be sure. And we may dip back into this too for a little bit of a highlight color, because these shades are all, at least have seemed to be so far, very pigmented. Hopefully I pulled out the right brushes for today. If not, we'll have to use some other brushes. I seem like a dork today. That's okay. And my lighting is a little rough in here today. I thought I had it. I closed one of my one of my curtains up because it was bringing in too harsh of a light, and now I feel like it's almost a little dark in here. So again, this particular shade is not from the Jaclyn Hill. This is Rosemary from Ulta's Melissa Michelle, first Melissa Michelle collab. And honestly, I like this as like a little new transition palette. Like I said, I do use it on my brows as well. It's a nice little everyday, just grab it kind of thing. It's beat up, it's destroyed, so I don't really use it to create looks with, but it's nice just to use as kind of base shades. Get this hair out of the way a little bit. Much better. Okay, so we are dipping into the Jaclyn Hill Ring the Alarm palette from the Jaclyn Hill Vault, the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Vault. And we are going to go, I think we're going to do like a halo eye today. And I am going to go ahead and try to use what I feel like is supposed to be kind of the transition shade in here, and that's Rush. So we're going to go ahead and try that, and hopefully it isn't too bold. Wow, my lighting keeps changing in here, and it is not doing good things for me, so sorry about that, guys. Yeah, see, that's a little more orange than I wanted to go, but I'll blend that out when I finish up. I don't know if I'm going to deal with my blending on camera today. I decided, some of you guys say you prefer recorded videos, so I decided to try to record. And my phone does not seem to like recorded videos at this time. I am going to go ahead and blend that because that's going to drive me absolutely insane. Just using our little ColourPop E2 blending brush and just getting into those edges because they are definitely harsh. I don't really have anything in particular I felt like chatting about today. I gotta go to work shortly. So I just wanted to kind of play with this guy. I was kind of inspired to do, you know, each palette. So I figured we'd go in with this one today. Originally, this is the palette from the vault, one of the palettes from the vault that really drew my attention. And I'm finding I really like Bling Boss, which was the other one that drew my attention. But these are the two palettes that really were the ones that made me interested in getting the entire vault versus just getting one. The price is definitely right. I'm sorry. We're going in with Framed, and we're going to use that on the outer and inner corners of our eyes. And I'm using a flat brush to do this because I want to get the shape before I blend out. Framed is kind of a bit of a burgundy color. And obviously I'll be blending the edges on this, but I like the shape that it's giving. It's just because of the brush that I'm using. It looks a little patchy on the ends because the brush is quite thin. But it's working nicely to get the shape I want. I just have to blend more than usual. It went a little haywire on over here, didn't it? That's okay. We will do our best to blend that out, and if we can't, oh well. I know I say that a lot, but I really do mean it. Like, if I get something I'm not happy with, I just have a bad makeup day. Like, it happens. I'm not going to start my whole face over every single time that I make a mistake or have something happen that I don't want to happen. I'm just going to roll with it. Sometimes the most beautiful looks come out of moments like that. So you never know. I actually am not loving this brush as much as some of the ones I used. I believe it was yesterday or the day before. But that's okay. No, it was definitely yesterday. Just trying to build up that shape that we want. And it's not happening on this side. We're just gonna blend like crazy on those outer edges today. Worst comes to worst, this is recorded, not live, so if I hate the video, I don't ever have to show anyone, right? Focusing this more towards the outer corner so I can lay down a shimmer shade in the middle. And then we're going to take this color on the inner corner as well. When I do halo eyes, I tend to do approximately in thirds. There's a lot more fallout on this one, you guys. Look at that. And then I'm taking this shade up through the crease just slightly to pull it all together. Oh my gosh, the fallout on this one. Oh, I'm a little worried about that now. I wasn't originally concerned about putting on my base, but the fallout on this shade is definitely a lot worse than any of the ones I've worked with prior. I cannot believe I have that much fallout on my nose. Let me go ahead and try to brush that away. This is just a big fluffy brush I usually use for applying my face powders. I actually used a different, look at that, that's insane. A different face powder today. I used the MAC translucent setting powder instead of my usual Becca. And we're going to try to blend a bit because we have a bit of a mess going on. In this side. I'm probably going to have to go back in with that lighter shade to try to blend out. I always put shadow on my lower lash line, so that does help if it gets blown out in the corners too much. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm having so much trouble with this one, and the other one I loved. This guy seems to be patchier. It's leaving very, very harsh lines. I don't know what the deal is with this one. Have you guys experienced difference in formulas in these palettes? Because that's kind of how I feel. I feel like the formula is different. Which is quite disappointing because the other one I thought was beautiful, and this one, it's just not blending out as nice. It's patchy. I don't know what is going on here. I may even have to try out to pull out a more dense blending brush. I feel like I'm blending half the shadow away and nothing's looking good. But we might just be having a bad makeup day overall. I already don't like my base today. I feel like I'm going to be blending for a million years. Yeah, these, I feel like the formula is different. That's the only thing I can say is I feel like the formula is different. I work with reds and burgundy colors a lot, but oh my goodness. Can you guys see how patchy this eye is? Like I have a line here, and we have a patch here. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. We're not going to futz with that too long. I will go in and I will do my best to try to fix this look. But right now, this is not happening, is it? Let's go in. We're going to use this shade Lolly as our shimmer shade today. I am not sure how this is going to work out because now I'm like disheartened. And we're going to apply that over the center of our eye look to create that halo effect. Now this shade's a little better. I do kind of like this shade. But I definitely have a lot of work I'm going to have to do in my inner and outer corner. Well, my inner corner's not that bad, but the outer corner is just a mess. But we're using this, and we're going to kind of go with it. And this, oh, I don't even know what to say about this, you guys. I loved the other palette that I used, but this one, I'm having some issues with this guy. Now this shimmer shade is actually quite pretty. Usually I do a bolder shimmer on the inner part of my eye when I try to do this kind of look. But there we go. I'm going to try to go in with a different brush, one of my usual brushes, in order to fix those corners. And if it doesn't work out, I'm just going to have to blend like hell. If you guys can tell, I am extremely frustrated with this product right now because I loved the other Vault palette so much, and this one's just not working out for me. I'm going to go in and try to use a different brush. This one's a crown brush, to see if I can't get rid of some of those patchy areas. And that is seeming to help, but at this point, it's so damn messy that... Okay, you can tell I'm annoyed because I'm starting to curse. I'm sorry. But at this point, it is really, really messy. It's so frustrating to me. Given nobody's going to notice where I work at, they're not into the whole beauty thing. Everybody's going to tell me how pretty it is, and I'm going to be sitting there thanking them through gritted teeth because I don't like the way it came out. I don't even know where to go from here, you guys. We're just going to go in and we're going to do the bottom lash line, and I'm going to jump off of here and try to fix the mess that has happened with this. We're going to go in with On Camera. It's another one of the shimmers. It's a very gold shimmer. And we're going to use that, try to use that for the lower lash line. If that'll even show up. Because right now, it looks like it's barely showing up. And you guys are seeing my brush is very coated. We're going to hope it's the brush, and I may try to, I don't know if I'll film it because I had so much trouble with this one, but I will try to go in and use different brushes with this and see if it makes a difference. Because right now I am not feeling this. That color's quite pretty. It's not quite what I wanted because it doesn't look exactly like it did in the pan. But I can't be too upset about that. I can always find ways to work with it. And when you're doing a first impressions type of thing, it's not really a first impressions. I've used the product before, just not this palette. And well, I guess it would be a first impressions because I haven't used this palette before. I'm rambling because I'm annoyed. I think what I'm gonna do is try to clean it up with, you know, liner, lashes, all that good stuff, because I'm just not happy with my look today. This is our shadow. It is pretty patchy in spots. It's not, I'm just not happy today. But I said I was going to be real if I was going to make videos, and I'm going to continue to do that, and I'm still going to try to post this. And hopefully I don't lose 1,000,002 subscribers. Okay, not that I have anywhere near that many. I'm not even to 100. But I'm trying to take the shade Rush underneath the gold shade, because I'm actually going to use that to blend out my corners as well. Even that shade is really patchy, even with this brush, which I know generally applies quite nicely. So here's the thing, guys. I am going to have to jump off of here, I think, and see what I can do about this. We may end up with a ton of lashes and glitter to try to hide what I don't like about this shadow at this time. So I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to try to somehow complete a look with the mess that we have now. There are some pretty shades in there. I don't hate what's going on shade-wise, but I feel like I need to put quite a bit of effort into it, and I don't have a lot of time. So it is what it is, right? All right, ladies, I will hopefully see you guys maybe tomorrow and try to do another one of these, but this, I'm not feeling this look today. I hope you guys had a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one. Mwah.